we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Miami Dolphins.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They're led out by the son of the Hall of Famer out of Colorado. It's Shedeur Sanders.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that was something last week resolves itself this time around.
A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Throwing, Sanders. Screen play, setting it up for Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up. This defense for the Pats, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Jones on the return. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Patriots take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
You know what I did in pregame? I made sure I touched him as he went by. I want a little bit of what he's got.
The golden arm from last week.
Oh, how much fun was that to watch that game tape, all right? The number of touchdowns, was it 5 last week? But 0 interceptions. So you think he's due to throw a pick? But I'm betting that he continues the streak in this game.
The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game. 10 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
And as we discovered and talked with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
They'll run with Hall. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. They run once more with Henderson. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. At the 24-yard line. On 1st down, it's Henderson. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 8. It's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's May. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Torres. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots are on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Miami set to take over. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win. Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3-and-out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
A loss of 7 brings up 2nd and 17 at the 29-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Ready.
To throw now, here's Sanders. Under pressure, they got him again. Keon White, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Hey, check it. Time to lying. Let's go.
Here's Sanders. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Keon White, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Patriots offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he has been a monster in the red zone here in these first couple of months of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in rushing touchdowns. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on the first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the red. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder...
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Trevion Henderson, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
From the gun, it's Shador. Open man is Waddle complete. Across midfield.
He's on his way. Jalen Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Paul again. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Breece Hall, his 104th career touchdown. One shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Pats go up by 2 touchdowns. The extra point now for Borregales. It's good, and it is now 21-7. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Viking 18, 70 Timberwolves.
Now Sanders. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. Across midfield. He's on his way. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 76 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Breece Hall with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they got me pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continue to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Sanders to throw.
At the 34-yard line.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down, here's Mitchell. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10.
Once again, it's Mitchell.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal. Now
the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Ooh, the juke. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
The Patriots offense and Drake May headed back onto the field. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
To throw, it's May.
Throw left side complete. That's Torres. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Paul on a give up the middle. Boy, 184 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. May going to give it to Henderson.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Here's May. That is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
They'll try and throw for it with May.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
To throw is Sanders.
Able to get away. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Sanders. Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
On the counter, Mitchell.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Cougar 19. Go.
2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Come on, come on. 19, 18.
Operating from the gun, Sanders.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Jalen Waddle.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
It's complete. And he's not going to get in as the try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Oh, it shifts past him.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. Looking to put a drive together.
The drive begins with a run by Henderson.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
They'll throw with May.
And it's a shovel here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Straight ahead is Hall.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
205 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Now 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. From the gun to give to Henderson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
up second and 7 at the Dolphins' 10-yard line.
They'll give to Hall. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Breece Hall, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are looking like they'll move to 6-1 as they extend their fourth-quarter lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Out of the gun here, Sanders.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Let's go.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's got a man complete.
Look at the big man rumble.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter.
The Pats at the line ready to go.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
On third down, here's Hall.
Oh, good move. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 28. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Henderson now on 1st and 10. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Here's a give to Hall. And that should do it. He's got a first down, and the Patriots can run it out from here. And that carry is going to be the one to do it. He will surpass Adrian Peterson's single-game mark of 296 yards, set back in 2007. So congratulations certainly go out to...
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Point after, right down the middle. And it gives these guys a 12-point advantage. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So the Dolphins now down by 12. A little over 30 seconds remaining. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down.
70.
Sanders throwing to start the drive.
Room past the 35. And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
20. And the Dolphins first down. First and 10.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Here we go, shot.
From the shotgun, Sanders. Throw out wide is incomplete. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's Hall again. Now he's loose again.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game, too.